It's my favorite day of the week.
And mine too.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Judith's Jewelry Box. I'm Heidi Ripka, and joining me is Sharon Scott.
Everybody.
Sharon, I always look forward to our Wednesday night dates with you and all of our friends that love to tune in and join us.
I know, I do too. I do too. This has gotten to be a real girls' night, which I like.
Well, not just girls. We sometimes have the guys joining us too,
Right.
So it's,
That's
it's
so
for
true.
everybody. And I'm just making sure that I'm logged into Facebook. So if anybody's watching, I am able to see your comments. And why isn't it on the Judith Ripka page? It's only on the JTV page for some reason, but that's okay.
Oh my goodness.
I'm going to quickly reach out to one of the guys. So, Sharon, I'm going to let you chit chat for 1 second.
Oh yeah, please. That's going to be awesome. Well, I'm so excited about the show tonight because what Heidi has are things that to me are staples in your wardrobe, only done better because it's Judith Ripka. So things that make everything pop. You can go from bland to just really impressive and dramatic in a matter of seconds by putting this gorgeous jewelry on. And of course, everybody loves Judith Ripka. Hey, Christina, I am so glad that you're with us. I always look forward to Christina being with us, as well as so many other people. Christina, I found out that Christina is in Ohio.
Oh, well,
So,
oh,
yeah,
Tina.
yes, it's always fun to find out where the ladies are from. And
Absolutely.
I was saying Monday, I was talking about you on Monday night, Heidi, and I said, I really think, and Christina agrees, we need to, if we get enough women together, we need to take a girls' trip and maybe take a cruise and just all go together. So it
Well,
could
that
be
was my
A Judith and Heidi Ripka cruise.
I love I've never been on a cruise. That sounds like fun.
I know. Oh,
That sounds like fun. Well, Christina, I want to hear what part of Ohio you're from. I'm sorry for everybody that is trying to tune in on the Judith Ripka Facebook page, but it's not going there for some reason. Um, she's ready. Christina's ready for a trip. All right.
yeah.
Sounds
That's
good.
awesome.
Well, listen, tonight is all about the universe, the galaxy, and how fitting considering the Sunny and Butch, is that his name? Sonny and Butch just
Yes, yes.
landed. So welcome home. I'm so happy for them. After 9 months, supposed to be what, like 8 days? 9 months later. I mean, I if I was them, I'd be dying for a shower.
I know. I'm
More
sure they are. I watched the whole thing and I had chill bumps the whole entire time because I knew it was kind of a huge blessing that the dolphins were there to welcome them home as well. I mean, seriously, it was just beautiful.
Wait, Orange just got stuck in my computer wire.
Oh,
He's too big to get his rear legs over it.
oh, bless his heart.
Okay, but we're all good. Yeah, so the theme of tonight is the Starlight Collection. Not only in their honor, but last week we had a total eclipse, which hadn't happened in about 3 years. So I figured we should really feature the Starlight Collection. You and I both have the necklaces on, but let's start easy. Let's start with the Starlight earrings. Northeast Ohio. One of my best friends lived right outside of Cleveland in a suburb there. It's so pretty, Ohio. I haven't been to that many parts, but going to visit her, I loved because it was just so beautiful. There's just the outdoor space was so pretty. Coming from New York, we don't have a lot of space, a lot of land and greenery around. So it's just nice to be in that part of the country. So this is the Starlight earring. It is the whole collection is either 14 karat gold clad with our gorgeous Belle Luce, or it has these hematine doublets, which is a lab blue quartz over a slice of hematine. And hematine is a lab created version of hematite. So it has that gray undertone to it. And what they do is they cut each stone individually, and then they have a special material that they use to bind the stones together. But what you get is this navy stone. You have the faceting from the lab blue, and it just gives off the look of the night sky. So this earring features a 15 millimeter center. And then going around the trim, you'll see with our Judith Ripka signature Berger texture, you'll see accents of Bella Luce. You'll see these little stars gripping the stone into place. And on this, on the earring top, it's like a shooting star. So you have the starburst at top, and it's almost like a comet coming straight up. It does have the lever back, so it stays on nice and straight on your ear. We drop the post. So if you do have a slightly elongated piercing, it will bring the earring up slightly higher on your lobe. I'll actually put one on so you can see what I am talking about.
You know, it makes such a difference when you were talking about having the French clip on the back. That just makes all the difference in the world. But I've noticed that your French clips are mechanized. I don't know if that's a better way to say it or not. In a way that they hang better than most. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe it's where the post is, but they just hang more to the front. So
Well,
you just got it all down pat.
there's a few things. So one of the reasons is if you look at the side view, most companies, this loop here, they have it coming down from the earring top. We pull it back a little bit, and by pulling it back a little bit, that loop is pretty much lined up with your earlobe.
Right.
Doing it that way, that means we're lining the drop up with the center, which is the center of gravity. So it helps keep the earring straight. A lot of times, what you'll see is the earring tops start to fall forward. And that's because if the loop is at the front, the weight is at the front. And so no matter what you put on here, chances are it's going to want to pull forward. So
Yes.
why not only do we want to have something like a lever back to help keep the earring upright, but we're also going to be strategic with where we place that drop to help make sure that when it's on your ear, it's going to sit up straight and not
Mhm.
fall forward in any way. But the earring itself is so beautiful. The color is truly mesmerizing. It's that really deep, dark navy color, but like a true, true navy.
Yeah, a sparkly navy. It's very sparkly.
It is very sparkly. I'm just checking to see if he responded to me. Do you have anybody that you could reach out to about it other than
Yes, that's what I'm doing right now, as
okay,
a matter of fact,
thank
yeah.
you. Yeah, he did not respond, so maybe somebody else will see, because I have a feeling a lot of our friends are tuning in on the Judith Ripka Facebook page and aren't finding us. So
Okay.
sadly about that. So while you do that, I'm just going to continue touring this earring a little bit. So as you'll see, there's a lot of movement on this drop, which is nice, and that's because we have these Berger textured links that are used to connect the earring top to the earring bottom. So I just want to bring that up a little bit. You could see the faceting, you could see the navy when the light hits it. You could see that we did a pineapple cut. So that's when we take like a checkerboard cutting, and then we take horizontal lines and we go across the checkerboard to give it that pineapple faceting. That's really unique. Judith Ripka's always been very big on doing all of our own stone cutting, including creating different stone cut styles. That over the years, so many other people have adopted it, but most of these have been developed over 20 years ago. So that is the stone version of the Starlight earring. Then I also have this other one that I had on initially. Let me put it on and I'll take out the other one so you could see it both on, and I'll take the other one out to hold up. So this is an earring that I actually thought I brought down 18 karat to show you, but I forgot to. I own this in 18 karat gold. It's been one of my favorite 18 karat gold pieces for years and years and years. This is a great dramatic earring. It's the eternal starlight because we did the full circle, like a full moon for the drop. Andy, he's taking care of it.
Oh, they are?
Yeah. Thank
Okay.
you, Andy, if you're watching. So this is the Eternal Starlight Dramatic Statement Earring. So, like the other earring we looked at, this has that starburst, that comet for the earring top, with our texture. It has the burnished Belle Luce here at the top. Then you have this star in the center that also has a few of, I think it's three. Yes, it has three of the Belle Luces that have been prong set here. And then you go to that eternal starlight drop, that really dramatic drop at the bottom, similar to the frame on the gemstone version that we looked at, where you have all this gorgeous, rich texture going around it, the Berger texture. But then we accented it with our starbursts, and then we did little cubes of additional Belle Luce around.
Ooh.
So there's lots of sparkle, but look at how substantial this earring is. Look at the size of it. I mean, you can't miss this earring.
No, I love this. And I had to jump in here and say this. Let me tell you why this is one of my absolute favorites. I wish you could see these two
Oh, it
faces.
looks so good on you.
I'm feeling
Love it on
very guilty right now. The two dogs are at the door and they're looking at me like, why, I'm guilt. But anyway, one of the reasons I love this style so much is because my ears are not pierced correctly. Heidi knows this, but I pierced my own ears when I was 16 years old because my mother wouldn't let me. And so she wouldn't take me, she wouldn't have it done. So I did it myself.
you. You're
Needle
great.
and ice. I did it myself. So anyway, they're not they're crooked. So if I wear hoops, sometimes the hoops will turn this way. Well, now I get to wear hoops and they're always going to be in the right position. So it makes me feel like I, skirted the problem because I have hoops, but they're
That's great.
dangling. And I think these are so, so classy.
They are, and they have such great movement, and they go with literally everything. I mean, I've worn these to black tie affairs, and then I've also worn them to lunch, and I've worn them
Yes.
to office, and I wear them all the time because of the fact that they really go with everything, and they're very comfortable. They're not
Mhm.
too heavy.
Mhm.
Believe it or not, from top to bottom, that is just under 3 inches. So that's a nice substantial earring. I mean, look at where it hits. It's almost at my chin. It has a nice drop to it, but it has great movement. It's fun. It's comfortable. And what you were saying, Sharon, about how it even on your ear, even though your piercings aren't even, again, with your lobe, we dropped the post rather. So on your lobe, it's going to sit upright and it's also gonna help with that illusion.
I absolutely love these because just what you said, you've worn them to formal affairs. You could wear them to lunch with girlfriends. They're just really beautiful, classy earrings. And what I love the most, I will have to tell you, it was another line at JTV, and I'm not going to say who. I bought some the other day. And when I got them home, and I certainly am not, disparaging anyone at all, but they were too heavy for me. These they're not light, they're substantial, but they're so comfortable. I can wear these all day and not notice.
Absolutely. Well, I'm sure I've said this before. Whenever I'd be sending an earring design into the factory, I always had parameters. And so one of my parameters is the weight.
Mm,
And so I'd always say to them, a pair of earrings cannot be more than 16 grams. So 8 grams per earring, because I found that once you go over that weight, that's when they start to pull, that's when they start to feel heavy and uncomfortable. I mean, listen, if it's over by a half a gram, I'm not
yeah,
gonna hairs over it, but that is why we put that weight, parameter so that we know we're making an earring that's gonna be comfortable so that you can wear it all day long if you want to, that you don't have to, like, find another pair to put in your ears because this one's pulling down your lobe or
yeah.
just feeling, like, uncomfortable. It's annoying, I think, when you're wearing an earring that just has too much weight, and it starts to give me a headache
Me
personally.
too. Me too. It hurts, and I can't wait to get home. I was thinking I went to dinner with a girlfriend the other night, and I had on some earrings that were too heavy, and I thought I cannot wait to get in the car to take them off. And
Yeah,
I thought there have been times certain earrings I wear when I'm home. I thought, oh, I forgot I had these on, and you look like you're wearing weighty earrings, but you're not.
yeah,
They're really, really, really comfy. And who wants to be wearing something that hurts when you're trying to have fun?
not me.
Not me either.
And not when you're dancing, that's for sure, and I just want
Woo!
to hi to Tika. Tika's joining us on the JTV page. So, hi, Tika. Thanks for joining us tonight. And I'm still looking to see if we're on the Judith Ripka page, but it's not looking promising yet. I don't know what's
Oh,
on. I'm so sorry, everybody.
okay. You're
Still
okay.
not there. Still not there. But we're happy for everybody else that is joining us tonight. So far we've looked at 2 earrings if you're late to join us. These are all from the Starlight Collection. So this is the round Starlight blue quartz over hematine doublet, and then we have the large eternal circle starlight drop earring, really dramatic and big. And then we have one more earring in this collection. And one of the reasons why I wanted to really spotlight this collection, Sharon, is because when we present these collections on air, sometimes we go so fast we don't really get a chance to talk about all these beautiful details in the earrings. So I figured let's take a good look at the collection today. So I'm putting in the other earring, but I'm going to hold up my sample. This is the hoop version. We wanted to have a lot of dancing in this collection. So Judith wanted a lot of movement, which is why we have 2 different kinds of hoops as well as a dangle earring. So this is the Starlight hoop earring. It is an inside out earring. It has all pave belle luce running down the center of the hoop. And then you have your little starlights in that hoop, including one baby one on the inside. It has all of Judith's signature Berger texture. And then we added our little twinkling star at the bottom. Hi, Sherry. Thanks for joining us. So this earring, I just want to show you the difference. So you have your more dramatic forward-facing hoop, and then you have your more traditional hoop earring here. This one is about an inch, I believe. Let me just.
I love the
Yeah.
dangle. I love the charm. I think that just makes these earrings so special.
Yeah, it really makes it different and special, and it has movement to it. It's attached by a little loop, so it does have movement for the dangle. It has a post and butterfly back. It sits upright, and what I love also, I'm gonna take off the butterfly to show you this. One of the design features I love is the shooting star at the top of this earring comes up higher than the post. So it conceals your piercing, just like we were saying with the other earrings. When you look at this lever back earring top, we did the same thing. Rather than the hoop just ending at your piercing, we now have the star shooting up so that it'll cover your piercing. And it looks like we should be live on the Judith Ripka Facebook page now. Hold on, I'm just refreshing. And we're not. Why does he think we are? Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong page now. It's switched. Bear with me, everybody. I'm so sorry.
Christina loves these earrings. Lisa, love JTV. My daughter works in the Knoxville office. Oh, Lisa, I
Who's your
didn't know that. Beautiful jewelry and great people. Well, thank you. That is so sweet. I won't ask you to put her last name on there, but I'd love to know. Maybe you can tell me later so I know who she is.
or maybe just a first name. Maybe if it's an unusual first.
Yeah. Oh,
Um,
these are gorgeous.
so they said it'll take a second for the Judith Ripka page to start working, but it's still not up and running yet. I'm so sorry, but I'm so happy that we have Christina and Lisa and Sherry and Angie and Tika. Thank you, everybody. Oh, Madison, we know Madison. We love Madison.
Is it Madison that used to be a buyer? Because if it is,
No,
oh my
Madison,
gosh.
Madison, that's now with marketing. That
I
was working with Alice's team, and now,
One of my favorite people in the world.
yeah, love Madison. She's amazing.
I love her. I don't know if this is, did she say it was her mom? My daughter, yeah.
My daughter,
Okay,
yeah.
okay. So let me tell you this. I told her one time, I said, tell your mother I'm adopting you. She said, I'll tell her. I don't know if she'll like it, but I did tell her. I love her so much. Oh my gosh. And she's so beautiful.
She is beautiful and sweet. You raised a lovely daughter, Lisa. So, okay, so this is the hoop. And like I was saying, I'm going to bring it a little closer so you can see how the star is shooting up. And that is where it's going to cover your piercing. Because again, when you design jewelry for women and you're a woman yourself, you recognize the things that we don't like. And I don't know, but I think most people would agree with me. When you have earrings, you don't want to see your piercing. You want the earring to go, straight on your lobe, nice and smooth around it. And so we do all these little details to help cover any of those little issues that we women deal with all the time.
I know. And don't you think that if you see, now this is just me, but if you can see the piercing in your ear, which I just think personally is unattractive, it also, I think, ages you a little bit if you're my age and that the piercings have stretched.
Yeah.
It makes you not happy.
Makes me not happy. That's why I appreciate all these little tricks of the trade that Judith was always so keen on adding to all of our designs with good reason, because we all get to that point where we might not have needed these little tricks of the trade at one point, but eventually we all do. Hi, Michael. So
Michael, how are
see
you?
you. Michael, you were in New York and you didn't let me know. I would have come to meet you for coffee or lunch or something.
And you could have told me, and I would have flown up, and we could have all been together. So,
We could have started.
we love you, Michael. Everybody
We
loves you.
do. We do. We do. Okay. So now just to recap, because now that we have it back on the Judith Ripka page, I'm just going to quickly recap for everybody. We're looking at the Starlight Collection. So we started with this gemstone version with the round hematite stone. Hi, Andrew. Thanks for helping me. So this one has the blue quartz over hematine doublet, pineapple faceting. It's the shooting star top, and you have all the star details going around the frame. Then we looked at the statement drop earring, which I have in this ear. So it's that eternal starlight drop. So it's a round drop. You have the stars going around the frame with all the Bella Luce, the shooting star earring top, and you also have the star in the center with all Bella Luce, lever back top, beautifully executed earring. And then we were just wrapping up the 1 inch hoop, which, by the way, just for perspective, almost 3 inches versus an inch. And then this one is just about the same length. So the hoop is an inch and then you have the drop. So this earring is almost an inch and a half in length.
Yeah.
So that's the 3 earring styles from the Starlight Collection. And next, I want to talk about what you have on your neck, Sharon.
Ah.
So you're wearing 2 different pieces from the Starlight Collection. I'll take mine off so you don't have to.
Okay.
We have the Starlight statement chain, or rather station chain. Let me take my enhancer off so I can show it to everybody, because even though I have an enhancer on here, this is a great classic chain just to have in your jewelry box. If you have any enhancers, it's such a pretty style. So this is a textured link. It's a textured Rolo link, but we have these stations with the Bella Luce stones that are encased in mini open starlight elements. So it has all the same details that we were looking at on the earrings. You have 6 of them. So it does have a center to it. Hold on, I'm sorry, it has 8 of them. So you have a center here. If you want to wear an enhancer, this is a great place to put it. This necklace is 18 inches in length, but it has a jump ring at 16 inches. So you can wear it at 16 inches or at 18 inches, which is why I was able to nest it with my other necklace. It's highly adjustable. It does have our signature Judith Ripka heart lobster claw and a logo link. But again, you have a jump ring here at 16 inches. So when you want to make it a little bit shorter, you certainly can. It's great on its own. But as I was wearing just now, we do have this spectacular starlight enhancer. So similar to the stone earring we were looking at, this is an oval shape, but it has all the same details. So go around the trim, you have the stars, you have the texture, you have the additional accents with the Bella Luce, you have the shooting star on the bell, And this is our snap lock bail. So this piece is on a hinge. It just opens up. And then when you snap it closed, it just goes right back into place. Open back, but it goes so beautifully on this chain. If you collect our chains, maybe you already have the romance chain, it goes great on the romance chain. I mean, there's really no wrong way of wearing it. Sometimes I wear it on my rolling tennis necklace. How great looking is that?
That is so elegant. It's so, I love the chain by itself, but when you add this, it's just amazing.
And again, it's that midnight blue, that dark navy that you get because you're mixing a lab blue quartz, which is a light blue. You're putting that on top of a slice of hematine, which I'm going to show you the back of this earring, is a gray color. So when you mix the gray with the light blue, you get this really great navy blue, like the night sky.
It is. That's a perfect way to describe it. When the stars are sparkling and the sky's not black, it's just that beautiful midnight blue that's sparkling. That's really what it looks like.
Yep, and Christina loves the station chain. It is a great chain.
It is.
Hi, Clay. Thanks for joining us. And I apologize to anybody that's joining us on the Judith Ripka Facebook page. We were having some technical difficulties, but Andrew came to our rescue and he fixed it. So thank you, Andrew, if you're still watching. Really appreciate it. But we are talking all about the Starlight Collection. And so that was the necklace. And then I have one other necklace in this collection that goes right back to this dramatic earring we were looking at, the Starlight drop earring, and that is this station necklace, the Starlight Eternal necklace. Sharon, do you have this one?
I don't. They didn't give me that.
No.
I don't know why, but I didn't get it.
Okay, so I was out to dinner with friends Friday night, and I was wearing this necklace. I was wearing this necklace and two other necklaces. I can't remember what else I had layered with it. She took it off my neck and she turned to her husband and she said, "That's what I want."
Oh, oh,
Yeah, and that's what he ordered for her. So this
oh.
and she's a collector. She loves Judith Ripka. She's been collecting Judith Ripka for years. She has a lot of 18 karat. She saw this. This is what she wanted.
Mm.
Exactly. It's such a great style. I mean, listen, I had it layered with this necklace. I'm always stacking and layering. It is a great statement to wear on its own, without a doubt. From the Starlight Collection, it has all those details. So you have the four starlights going around that circle. You have the accents of Belle Luce in between. It's that gorgeous, rich, textured Rolo link for the chain with little stars in the chain. Look at these beautiful little stars. We have 3 stars on either side of this chain, and this one is also adjustable. So this one actually is a little bit more adjustable. It's a 20-inch chain, I believe. Hold on, let me just double check myself. It is, oh, I'm sorry. I know why I thought it was 20. It's in total, it's a little over 20 inches when you count the drop, but the chain itself is 18 inches, but then it has an adjustable link at, hmm, how short is this? Hold on, please. So 18, 16, and then 14. So you could really make this a tight, short necklace, wear it right at your clavicle, drop it a little, or wear it all the way down at the 18-inch mark. Such a great necklace. I love the adjustability. I love being able to easily layer my necklaces and have them nest with each other. And so this necklace gives you all that versatility. And it does have our signature Judith Ripka heart lobster claw. This whole collection is direct from couture, by the way. This was all made in 18 karat gold initially.
Heidi, I'm jealous that I don't have that piece because it's on my plan. I don't know why I don't have it, but I'm jealous. But I wonder, even if you wore one of your extenders, if you could wear this and then do the circle even below it. Could you
Oh,
do that?
absolutely. But I mean,
Oh,
look, even with here. So I have this one, this station necklace I made shorter, put this at the 18 inches. So it does nest. I don't think I could do the reverse. I don't think this chain goes long enough to do the reverse.
yeah. I like it better that way. Yeah.
But the extender could certainly do it with the extender.
Mhm.
Hi, Sherry. Thanks for joining us.
This
Yeah.
is so that's so gorgeous. I'm so jealous. I want one. I just put it in my order. I just ordered it.
Well, now you will have one.
I know, but I'm
Yeah,
so jealous.
it was so funny because when we met for dinner, it was like one of the things that like before it was like, "Hi, how are you?" She took
Yeah.
one look at me, took a look at my necklace, and immediately said to her husband, "That's a necklace." I was like, "Hi, how are you too?"
But isn't it wonderful that we have that in common and that starts so many friendships? Jewelry. I have walked up to perfect strangers before and said, I love that ring, or I love this, or somebody has come up to me and said the same thing, and it's exciting. When Heidi will come on, sometimes she'll have things. Layered and stacked, or maybe styled in a way that I'm like, oh, that looks so good. Give me the item numbers. I want that exact look because it's so, I mean, it makes you jealous and you want it too. So now you can, anytime you put things together, Heidi, it always looks so good. I'm like, okay, now what did she have on here? How did she layer that? It just looks so good.
Thank you. That's very kind. I appreciate that. And I love when people come up and ask me questions about what I'm wearing because I'm so proud of the collection. I love
Yeah.
all the pieces that we bring to you, especially all these pieces that I've finally been able to bring to you from the couture collection. For so many years, I was not allowed to recreate or produce them in sterling silver with the 14 karat gold clad or with the rhodium over. It was only it was only designated to the 18 karat couture collection. So
Wow.
we were able to bring it here to JTV. It, to me, is so exciting.
Yeah, I mean, that is. I mean, can you imagine being able to walk into one of the most expensive stores in New York and saying, and this is basically what's happening. You go into, if you went into one of Judith's boutiques and you see something in 18 karat gold and you say, I would like to have that, but I would like to have it under $500. And they're like, nope,
And you're like, $500. That is the tax on that piece.
that's right. Hopefully.
Hopefully. Exactly. Exactly. That's right. So we're almost done with this collection, but there's still two more very important pieces of this collection. So the first one I'm going to show you is the band ring. So the band ring is an eternity band, meaning it goes all the way around. It does not have a sizing bar. Oops. And so these are 6 millimeter duplets of the Hematine Lab Blue Quartz duplets. So these all have that pineapple faceting. It has like a web going through the entire design. And in between, there's Bella Luce, prongs at Bella Luce. There are these little pyramids, kind of like if you're familiar with the Cairo collection, there's some little pyramids, a little reminiscent of the Cairo collection. And then you have your little like stars on the top and bottom of each of these gemstones. So if you want to wear something a little unusual for your wedding band, you could certainly use this as a wedding band. You could wear it as a right hand ring, but it's so fabulous looking and it's so different looking, Sharon. I've never seen anything like this ring out there.
No, I haven't either. And I love the fact that it is an eternity band because if it's to me is something that's so beautiful, I would probably sit and play with it a little bit. And no matter how you turn it, it's going to look fantastic. I mean, anytime you see an eternity band, you think money because it's so much more expensive to completely finish the front and back. This is not, but if it were an 18 karat gold, it would be. I mean, totally all the way through.
Yeah,
So,
and just so you all know, this is approximately a half an inch in width. So it's a nice width, but it's far from overwhelming. It's super comfortable. I have my wedding band on only because I'm a size 5 and the smallest size is a size 6, so it kind of keeps it in place for me.
yeah. That is a great middle finger ring. I like it on the middle finger. I think it would be great on my right hand. I was thinking I'd like to have this for my right hand on the middle finger. I just think that's just so pretty.
On the pointer finger, you could certainly
Yeah.
do that.
Gosh, that's gorgeous. That
Isn't-
looks royal.
And here's our cocktail ring. You know, Rip
Yes.
loves her cocktail rings. So this is the Starlight cocktail ring. Do you have one of these?
Oh, I do.
Oh, good. So I'll let you model it while I show it. So
Okay.
this is a nice size oval. This is approximately a 20 by 15.5 millimeter blue quartz over hematine doublet. Again, that pineapple faceting, which is basically a elongated checkerboard faceting, but then it has horizontal lines cutting through that checkerboard, cutting through the diamond shape of this. And then holding the stone in place, you have your stars. So I like to say at like looking at a clock at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 points. Then you have additional little star grippers going in between. You have all of our Berger texture that 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 weave that we were looking at in the band ring continues on to the shank. That's what attaches the top of this ring, the head of the ring to the shank. And then going down the shank here, you'll see there's a bella luce in a little diamond shape. And then you have some more of that little pyramid Cairo pattern going down the shank. It is a more delicate ring. You can see there, more delicate, but it does have a nice big presence on your finger.
I like the sparkle, the way it's faceted. And in my room right now, you can't see this, but I can literally see the light hitting it and it's kind of reflecting on the walls. It's just so pretty.
It is so beautiful. It is truly a stunning, stunning cocktail ring for sure. And again, it's navy. I love navy.
I do too. Navy is huge. Navy is so important. Everybody's saying navy's the new black. So,
It is. It is. I'm interchangeable. Navy, black, or wear the two together.
oh, yes. Oh, I will be.
So that's the Starlight Collection. So again, we're honoring Sunny and Butch for coming back to Earth
Yay.
in honor of the full eclipse that we had last week, but the gorgeous, gorgeous Starlight Collection. I really wanted everybody to get a better look at it because when we presented it last month, we really did not spend enough time on it, in my opinion. So now we got a more in depth look at this collection. And you know, Sharon, I'm going to be back down there in 2 weeks.
Yay, that's going to be
Yeah.
awesome. So everybody has to be sure and watch because she's going to be live on air. So there'll be
Yep.
so I always watch when Heidi is on. I'm usually texting the host, whoever is on, and I'm saying, yeah, show that again. Tell me about, tell me how many of those we have because I'm always worried about not getting one.
Getting
Christy said Navy is my black.
a
Yeah, I know a lot of people feel that way.
Yeah, because it's a little softer looking. Some
Yeah.
people black is very harsh. So navy gives you that same effect. So Sharon, next week we're taking a 1 week break.
Yes.
Then we'll be back the following week, which I believe is Wednesday's April 2nd. Then I'll be on air, so you'll find me on JTV, but I will publish that schedule as soon as it's finalized, and there'll be a lot of new styles.
A
So
lot of new things. It's going to be so much fun to see you live on air and to have you in Knoxville. And so, everybody, be sure and watch those shows because you always see something you want.
absolutely. All right. Well, thank you everyone for joining us. Again, apologies for the technical delay with the Judith Ripka Facebook page. I'm glad it was resolved. And we will see everybody not next week, but the following week before I come down to JTV.
I can't wait for you to come and everybody be sure and watch. And then we'll be back on the week after. So, just be sure and be there. I'll remind everybody on Monday.
Perfect. All right, everyone. Have a great night. Bye bye.
Christina, bye, everybody.